Good morning, everyone. This is RangerRob with the RangerRob Country Living channel. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. It's Friday. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot for the next few days. And but it is actually an exciting day because our daughter flies in from Arizona with her family, and then my son and his family will be around. So it'd be like a little reunion. It'll be kind of cool. And they haven't seen what all we've done to this place up here. When they grew up around here, so they know this place with their grandma and grandpa. But now we've got a whole new concept going on here, so it'll be interesting to see how they react. But first thing I'm gonna do is turn on the water to the corn, because it's gonna be a hot one today. Well, so far in the greenhouse everything looks really good. Yesterday I ended up filling all of our tanks on all the systems. This hot weather is just really making the plants drink a lot of water, and evaporation's a factor too. But butter crunchall here is all doing well, and the peppers, and we are starting to see some beans. We're starting to see some snap peas, just little ones, nothing to brag about yet. And but all the plants look healthy, and they're hanging in there with this hot weather. I have to tell you, last night was so beautiful. I don't know what, I never heard of anything like a super moon or anything coming out this month, but boy, last night the moon was really low, gigantic. It was beautiful. And the reason we got to see it is, of course, we had to go look at the new tiki torches, which the wife loved, and they looked pretty cool. So somehow I'll take a camera out and see if I can't capture it a little bit in the future. Meanwhile, the German Shepherd is way back there chasing butterflies, and that dog must be exhausted by the end of the day. And the other thing on my agenda is, of course, when you have company, you gotta pick up. So that, I do some domestic duties like maybe vacuum. But the biggest thing is I gotta do a grocery run, make sure I got lots of goodies and treats and drinks and stuff, since it's gonna be hot, and I'm gonna have grandkids around and stuff. So, and we may do some cooking out and stuff, so I want to be prepared. So yeah, it's going to be a really nice weekend, and looking forward to it. I know the grandkids will probably look forward to learning how to use grandma's lawnmower. So we did some mowing last night, the hard ones, and left some of the big areas that are wide open available for the kids to have their shot, including the older kids, a shot of using the new zero-turn, well, it's not new, zero-turn lawnmower, which is just a kick of, you know, how often do people get to use that? So I may even be forced to have to pull the tractor out just for no reason, and that's okay too. It needs to be ran. So everything's looking good. We're happy. I'm sure these plants are stressing out with the heat. We did have spinach last night. Was able to get a full meal off of them, but half of my spinach is going to flower, and I think I got to pull them. The other type, I don't recall what the name of it is still producing leaves and looking pretty good, and we ate it last night. It wasn't bitter at all, so we're pretty pleased with that. So anyway, let's get the rest of my chores done here. Alright, so on a personal note here, first of all, hey Jack, how's it going? The other one is, I got a new comment last night from my new viewer, asking about, I was talking about the sweet peas and how they like to eat, our dogs like to eat the sweet peas. Well, unfortunately, Belle is chasing butterflies right now, but Cinder is right here, hanging out. And Cinder, she's a chocolate lab, and she eats a lot of things. She's almost 9 years old, and She's not a picky eater. She loves green beans. And the gal was asking, well, your dog must really like vegetables. And yeah, actually, she really likes, she even eats, she'll eat lettuce if it's crunchy. If it's the leaves, she'll just split them up and stuff. But she will eat broccoli, she'll eat green beans. There isn't much that Cinder here won't eat. Not Cinder. She says, I eat everything, Dad. She and Belle is more of a picky eater, the German Shepherd. And she's on her way over here. Come here, Belle. She's a little pickier. Hey. Come here, Belle. Come here. Hide up here. Hi. She's a very active dog. She's a meat eater. She loves meat. When it comes to vegetables, she will eat them. She loves green beans, just like Cinder. But she's a serious meat eater. And anything else, she kind of mulls, tolerates, eats some of it. But you give her any kind of meat, she loves it. So Cinder's both, but Belle, she's the more pickier eater as far as give me what dogs should have is meat. So she's yeah, she's a good dog, and she burns a lot of energy every day. And this one just likes to be loved. So anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Both dogs are very tame. And that looks like it's an uncomfortable dog. And Chocolate Lab is a very loving dog and very kissy, where Belle likes to be near people, and she's very vocal. She makes a lot of sounds, barks a lot, and quite the character. But both of them get along really good, play pretty hard. Belle can be kind of irritating to the big dog because she's relentless. But we got a great combination of dogs here. And then having the 5 acres for them that's totally fenced, they're very happy dogs. And they eat well. If you're wondering also, I didn't tell you, they eat wet food with a combination of dry food at 4 o'clock every day. The reason I know that is when it's 4 o'clock, they let me know. They have their own watches. So I give them canned food mixed with some of their dry food. Then at night, before they go to bed, they get a little bit less than a cup of dry food to munch on, and that's it as far as food, as far as what we feed them. And we do prep, and we prep for them too. So we keep about over 100 pounds of food, dry food for them, and we also are slowly building up our canned supply of dog food in case we can't get out of here for a couple weeks or something. And that includes the cat. We take good care of the cat too. For those of you who don't know, we do have a little gray cat. She's the same age as Cinder. She's a super good cat. She's typically indoors, and out here we have a lot of hawks and barn owls, so we do have to be careful with the cat. But yeah, by the way, our cat is not a mouser, but she will find mice for us. She'll let us know if she hears one, but she's not like a super barn cat or anything. So anyway, I hope that answers your questions about the pets. The other question I'll answer is what kind of internet we use out here. I use Starlink, which is a good fast system, but is not good for like streaming or talking, because it has kind of a pulsing thing. And but when it comes to our radio stations, when I'm downloading files and stuff, it's fast. And then the other one we have, which is a solid connection, is called GOT-W3, which is connected to AT&T, which is very slow, but it allows me to do live streams and prolong things. Our television shows and Netflix and all that stuff, we use Starlink for that because of the speed. And we actually don't get any buffering problems. So, well, we do occasionally. So, it's frustrating because I don't like paying for 2 internets. But each one has a purpose for us. Alright guys, I actually have Belle right here, who's nearby. As you can see, she's very alert. She's always looking for butterflies. But Belle's a very, for a German Shepherd, you know, you think that they're aggressive and all that kind of stuff, but she's a love, and she is actually kind of sensitive, but she's never been aggressive ever, and she's turned out to be a very good dog. She just got spaded and her microchip and all that good stuff, and she's just like all of our dogs. We keep them all vaccinated well and stuff. So yeah, Belle's a good girl. Huh, Belle? Get a Belle. Belle, right there. She had 2 butterflies there. She almost caught one. Jeez, that's kind of... She's getting pretty good at chasing them butterflies. Another question I'll answer for people is, you guys know we have a lot of flowers. And so Sherry's mother really did a lot of flowers here. So she told her husband many years ago, I need a deer fence. So I don't know if you've noticed, but this is our fencing. As you can see, our fencing is probably close to 10 feet high, and it's made up of pretty typical fencing, but it's very tall, and we do not get deer in the property. Now, the other thing that's interesting is we have 5 acres, but they only fenced about 2.5 acres of it. So a lot of the property outside of the fence is ours too, which, hey, if we ever decide to have a horse or something, or lease out some horse land, or maybe put a giant greenhouse or something, we have plenty of room to do all kinds of stuff. But it's funny, 2.5 acres is a lot, people. You can do a lot with a, you don't need 20 acres or 100 acres. You see all the things that we're doing within the 2.5 acres most of the time. And if I was younger, maybe wanted some other kind of animals, or if I wasn't worried about, I don't want the other animals too, because those animals have to be fed, and we could be having some serious problems with corn and other grains and stuff that could affect feeding our animals. So I'd only suggest getting that kind of stuff if you're really going to utilize them to 100%. Yeah, just keep in mind, for every animal you get, you've got to take care of them, and you got to feed them. One more thing I'm going to answer for some of our viewers. Now, I've showed this last year when we had it done, before we had all the painting and stuff done. But this is our pump house right here. And that's what provides us our water. It's about a 400-foot well. It goes into an aquifer. Now, what we had done in here, this is also where we control our water system for the yard. Right here, we have a 16 channel water system that waters all these lawns. The other thing is, back here is a special box. Now, the box back there, sorry with the camera here, let me shut that light off. It's a small spot. Plus we got a 50-gallon tank there. Is right here. We had this installed and we bought a new generator, a big one, that powers our water system if we need it. So what happens is the water will be pumped up into that tank, and we don't have to run the generator 24/7. We can just put it off to the side here, run it for a while, fill that tank, and we have 50 gallons to play with in the house anytime we want. Now if we were worried about our gardens in the summer, we could actually run the whole water system to keep up the yard if we thought it was a short-term kind of thing. But that's our water supply. It doesn't mean that we still don't store water, like bottled water. And we do, we want to get a Berkey. I've suggested those before. I haven't bought one myself. I need to, just in case, you know, if fuel gets kind of light and can't run my generator, we're gonna have a water problem. So yeah, we're still working on you know, even better water solutions in case of an emergency, but that's how we could actually water our plants, keep our house watered up, and function as long as we have a generator that we can run just in short bursts. We don't have to run it a long period of time, so we could go a long ways with the generator and water system that we have here on the property already. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I got to go to the grocery store and get ready for company. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I answered a few questions that you guys have asked about. And please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And have a great weekend, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.